Stan Albeck, I think, is the fourth leading active winner amongst coaches in the NBA. And I'm not going to tell you who the three ahead of him are. I'll let you guess that.
Let's see. Tom's one, right? Case is two. No, we'll make Case one and Tommy two.
Active coaches.
Yeah. Tommy's still active. It's just that they sit him up here. They don't let him on the sidelines anymore. Oakley controls the tap, and we're underway. Ainge is going to pick up Macy. Bird has got Gene Banks.
You know, Chicago got a hold of Kyle Macy to try and stabilize their passing game and increase their passing game, and it really hasn't happened.
Macy will try from the corner. Sidney Green on the offensive board is swallowed up, but shoots anyway. McHale's got it. Quickly to Bird at half court. Larry waits for the Chief to come, finds him for two.
Nice and easy. Parrish gets down the floor quickly, and Larry with the court vision sees it all.
Banks now waiting for the offense to set up. Oakley is outside. They're going to clear the floor, try a little 2-on-2 ball over there. Oakley walked with it.
Now that's been his problem. When you get him outside, he's not comfortable there.
Up quickly to McHale. Oakley is back, so is Gervin.
And of course, Chicago wants to take advantage of the quickness with Oakley and enable him to get to the hoop.
Denny uses a screen by McHale, looks for Bird, and finds him.
I was just about to say, when's the first time we're going to see that backdoor play that the Celtics have used so well over the last month? And there it was.
There goes Gervin to the hoop. Nothing there. McHale get a piece of it on the other side. And Bird strips Gervin of the basketball. Got DJ with them on the break. Dennis for two. Gene Banks goes down hard.
For all of Larry Bird's lack of speed, he's got about the quickest hands in the league in terms of stealing the ball.
20-second timeout called by the Chicago Bulls early as they're getting a shutout thrown at them so far. 10:21 left to play here in the first. And Boston is up 6-zip. Parrish, Johnson, and Bird with the points for the Celtics.
Unfortunately, Boston has started out quickly. We're going to take a look at Danny Ainge, and if you see in the right-hand corner of the screen, nope, you couldn't see it, but Bird just went backdoor. Gene Banks just turned his head, and there was Bird for the layup.
And again, good ball movement from the Celtics here as they get it up to half court quickly.
Larry Bird sees the court. Parrish got down the floor, beat everybody down the floor, goes against Macy, and that's a short two. And the great thing is that the Celtics know all the time if they move and get open, they will get the ball.
Parrish has got Oakley on the defensive end, which I'm sure is not going to really make Charles's night.
And I'm sure Robert doesn't enjoy chasing those quick guys outside either.
George Gervin gets Chicago on the board. A slingshot jumper of his.
The Iceman can still shoot it.
Yeah, he sure can.
That's the last thing that goes, Mike. The legs go, the eyes go, but the shooting never goes.
At least that's what shooters believe anyway,
right.
Rick. McHale unable to get that first turnover on the Celtics. 6-2 Boston. Here comes Macy.
Trying to slow the pace down, too. Chicago's taking their time. Post up good.
Is going to go, and a foul is going to be on Dennis Johnson. DJ thought Gervin did a little clearing out with his left arm, but...
Now, it's a tough matchup, even for Dennis Johnson. Gervin's 6'8". He's got a ton of experience. He likes to post up, and he certainly can shoot it. DJ, even though he is probably the strongest guard physically in the league, he's still giving up 4 inches, and once you give up that inside spot, you're in trouble.
17 points a game down for George on his career average, but he still has shown at the high of 45 in a game this year that he can light it up when he wants to.
Well, it's a new system for him, and add something to the Bulls. And he
5 straight points here for the Bulls. DJ can't snap the run. Chicago's got a chance to grab the lead here. Obviously, a pretty good 20-second timeout by Stan Albeck when they were down 6-zip.
Well, just getting the guys to concentrate on what they were doing, primarily defensively.
I think that foul's going to be on Gene Banks over the back. Yep.
Gene Banks has come over from San Antonio, and he's a tough kid. He's a hard worker. Not a great offensive player, not a great shooter, but pretty solid defensively and a tough kid.
Probably be in his hotel room later tonight watching Duke play DePaul. McHale hits the little jump hook in the middle.
Unstoppable shot. Once you give McHale the inside spot and the Celtics give him the ball, you can't block that shot. You can't stop it. The key is to not give him the position.
Macy's runner doesn't go. DJ the rebound. 3-on-1 Boston break. Danny ahead of the field.
Well, the way Chicago hits the offensive glass, Boston should be able to get a lot of transition points.
5 different Celtics have scored.
That's pretty good balance.
Yeah. Green now finds Macy open.
Chicago really doesn't seem sure of what they want to do offensively. They haven't really attacked down low, and they haven't gone into the perimeter game too much.
Parrish gets the double from Macy. Danny wants to go back inside to him again. Left open. McHale will follow. Got it.
You can't let him get too close to the boards. When the shot goes up, you've got to find him early before the shot goes up and put a block out on him so he doesn't even get near the boards. But that's easier to say than it is to do.
Gervin will try inside. Rebound Parrish up to DJ. Boston again looking for the up quick. Oh, nice look. Nice look by Dennis Johnson.
Chicago got lost on defense. They had 3 or 4 guys back quickly, but they couldn't find a man to pick up.
And this time, Chicago's going to take a timeout for real. 7:37 left to go here in the first quarter, and the Celtics have opened it up to 7. 14 for Boston, 7 for Chicago. We'll be right back. Mike Orman and Rick Weitzman here at Boston Garden. The Celtics up early 14-7 thanks to plays like this one coming up by Dennis Johnson.
This is off a transition, and the Bulls have 4 guys back on defense, yet no one looked to pick up Kevin McHale.
Banks still hasn't turned around.
Right. DJ sees it, as all the Celtics do, and it's an easy 2. Here's Danny Ainge into McHale. The little post up, and Oakley just gave up the spot. Easy 2 points when you give up that spot just a couple of feet from the hoop with the Kevin McHale shooting.
Kevin McHale with 6 to lead the way for Boston here. You see the field goal percentages and the Celtics 7-point lead. Oakley trying to find himself a spot on the floor, number 34 there.
You know, they look like they're going a little 2-on-2 game, and Macy settles for the outside shot. You got to pick and roll like that. You wait to see it develop. You let the big man roll to the hoop and see what you got.
Macy a little one-man press on Ainge, and McHale comes back to help out. 7:19 to play here first quarter. Celtics have opened up quickly by 7. A cut to Larry. Parrish the weak side rebound. Will take the fall away. Rebound this time Banks in a lot of white shirts, and he traveled with it.
Traveled.
Yes, he did.
Good
call,
little
Jake.
pressure. Yep. Good pressure. I think they could have gotten him for being out of bounds too. Here's a look at it. Banks gets the rebound, turns, gets around it. Yeah, he traveled, no question about it. And that's just alert play by Boston's defense.
McHale, little roll move for 2 more.
Could be the torture chamber for Mr. Oakley tonight.
Kevin is 4 out of 4. Boston's biggest lead 9. Banks will try.
You give up that shot to a Gene Banks all the time.
Chicago has not been shooting well at all the past couple of weeks. Bird and DJ, a little game of catch, and Gervin is going to pick up the foul. Got DJ on the elbow.
Well, it was like a schoolyard 3-on-3 type of game. And with Bird in the middle, you know something's going to happen. He's going to get the ball to the right man.
Celtics at the line on Wednesday night were near invincible, 31 of 33 against the Indiana Pacers. Orlando Woolrich now is up at the scorer's table, about to come in. And so will Mike Smrek, who'll be playing in the middle. Smrek, a rookie out of Canisius. 7-footer, 250 pounds. Oakley will sit down along with Sidney Green.
And I'm sure that Stan Albeck at some point will mention to Mr. Oakley that you cannot give up that low position that easily to a Kevin McHale.
DJ hits them both. Celtics by 11 now. Woolrich not starting for this club. That surprised me a bit.
Well, it doesn't surprise me given the fact that he took a walk. And how can you have a guy do that to you and then come back and put him right back in the starting lineup? He is a tough player, though. There's no question about it. And he always gives the Celtics fits because of his size and quickness.
4 rebounds for Parrish there. Pass is picked off. Here comes Gervin on a 3-on-3. That's what George usually does on those.
Well, that's like a layup for him. That's his version of a layup.
He's got 7 of Chicago's 9.
Now, the last time Chicago came into the Garden, Gervin was pretty silent.
Bird is grabbed on the way through. He'll be at the line.
Season opening, and here we come, folks. Stop me if you can.
All right, Larry with 2 points. He'll step to the free throw line. Larry right at about 89% free throw shooting. He has only missed 1 free throw against the Bulls in the last 2 years.
I guess he likes to shoot free
game
throws against
the past 7, huh? That's a tear. Some players you don't mind saying that stuff about because you're not going to jinx Larry Bird. I mean, if he misses, it's because he missed for whatever reason. It's got nothing to do with me. Gervin's got 2 more.
Chicago's front court has yet to score a point. Everything's come from the back court. And that is not how you win many games in the NBA.
Parrish on the rookie Smrek. Slapped away by Gervin and a traveling violation on Robert Parrish. Interesting call. 5:36 to play here in the quarter. Boston by 9.
Now, Chicago will try to isolate Woolridge whenever they can and let him go to work.
Gervin firing away again. Nice play. Danny Ainge tipped it out, and Bird found McHale in the break.
Just the reaction of Larry Bird, looking at the ball, yet knowing that McHale was down the floor and just getting the ball to him.
Woolridge. Gervin. No finger roll doesn't get out. George came to town to shoot tonight, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Once he hits the first couple, watch out.
DJ, the pull-up. Macy clears. Chicago really isn't hurting anybody on the defensive end here.
They never do.
Woolridge spins. Good move. Won't go down. Nothing is going down for Chicago. Another rebound for Parrish. Picked off by Woolridge. Takes it strong and misses. Tapped out of bounds by Gervin, but Dick Bavetta says it went out the hands of Robert Parrish.
Well, Chicago's doing a good job staying active on the offensive boards. And I think Boston is, at this point, used to running, and they've run successfully the first 7-8 minutes of the quarter. And, you know, that you get into the habit of taking off a little early before you secure the defensive rebound.
11 of the 13 belong to Gervin. Bird goes coast to coast.
And no weak side help. Mike Smrek got there too late. He should have seen Larry Bird start to drive and been right there to fill up that lane.
Nearly picked off. Banks and Ainge go to the floor. Dick Bavetta, I believe, is going to foul. It's going to go on Danny Ainge.
Well,
That's Jake O'Donnell with the call.
It's good hustle, though, on the defensive end for Boston. Chicago has started to run a little bit more and increase the tempo. I don't know if that's going to work to their favor or not, though.
4:15 now to play in the first. Macy probably about a 3-pointer. Here goes George. 2 more.
Chicago has, I think, yet to pass the ball more than once on any offensive set. They just one pass, and the guy who gets it shoots it.
Bird comes around a Parrish screen. Smrek the rebound. There's Gervin, who has been the offense. My goodness, George. 15 for George here in the first quarter. 15 of the 17.
When you have Gervin out there and Woolridge out there, you've got 2 pretty good one-on-one players, and once they start cooking, that's all they're going to do.
Kept alive by Parrish. DJ, nice fake. Oh, that was a good ball fake.
Yeah.
3-second violation, though, was whistled by Jake O'Donnell. That was a nifty little fake there.
It was, but I guess it's a legitimate call. I thought he might have had him for traveling, but the 3-second call is all right, I guess.
Banks looking for Smrek inside. Woolridge, little one-on-one action. Hits the jumper.
Woolridge is going to have to work a little bit harder offensively working against Kevin McHale, because Kevin can stay off him and still have those long arms to put a hand in his face.
Celtics are going to take a timeout. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Chicago is back to within 5, 24-19. Mike Gorman and Rick Weitzman here at the Boston Garden. The Celtics up by 5. George Gervin doing his best to keep Chicago in the game.
He's got 15 of Chicago's first 19 points. Here's Larry Bird down the other end. Takes it to the hoops. Smeck got there too late. He should have been sitting back there waiting for Larry Bird to get to him. But that's a rookie for you. He's got to learn.
He just kind of casually flips that in. You know? It's like an afterthought that he's going to throw it in.
Well, the move is the tough thing.
That's
the
right.
Move, getting there
the shot
is the tough
the
thing.
afterthought. McHale spins and hits over Woolridge, and there wasn't much more Orlando could do to stop that.
Right. He did a good job defensively. Kevin 6 for 6 from the floor. So he sort of likes Chicago's defense.
I think he does, yeah. Mason, left-handed run. Rebound again to the Chief. Up quickly to Ainge. He's got Larry down the floor looking to post up inside. They find him. He's got Smeck on him. Fakes a little overhead pass. A couple of moves, and Smeck is going to be called with the body.
You could just see Larry's mind working when he had Smeck on him. He said, what kind of fakes can I put on this guy right now? And he didn't throw too many, just a little head fake, and got Smeck off balance and took it to the hoop.
Bill Walton is up at the scorer's table now and about to come in for the Celtics. And Robert Parrish, 8 rebounds in the game, is going to sit down.
The way the Celtics have been playing the last month or so, Parrish can concentrate on rebounding, and he doesn't have to worry about as much about the other facets of the game. And he's putting up some big numbers on rebounding.
Oh boy, starting with that night down in Washington a couple of weeks ago, he's really been on a tear. This Rod Higgins, who just checked into the ball game and is in his second 10-day contract with this club.
Rod Higgins has set a record this year.
Yeah,
he has appeared for 4 NBA clubs this season.
Right. I'd like to be in his frequent flyer.
Plus, he had a tour in the CBA.
That's right.
He must have his share of uniforms. Different one for a different night.
Michael Holton has checked in for George Gervin. Don't think DJ will be too upset about that substitution. Here goes Bird for 3. 11 for Larry, 12 for McHale. They have outscored George Gervin and friends 23-21. The Celtics as a whole are up 10. Woolridge wants to take it directly to the hole. Ran into some heavy traffic at the end of that little move, and McHale picked up the foul outside.
But the nice thing was the defensive help that Boston gave on that. Whereas on the other end, Chicago won't give that kind of help. They don't react that quickly. But Boston is so in tune defensively to helping out, to picking up someone who goes to the hoop.
Woolridge has averaged 31 points a game in the 2 games against the Celtics right there. So he's
with a player like Woolridge, who they try to isolate for and get him out on the wing one-on-one with whoever's covering him, you've got to be alert and you've got to be able to help out.
Both from the line. He's got 4 points tonight. Boston's lead down at 8. Seasting checked in for DJ during that little free throw break. Backdoor was wide open.
Little give and go. That's why I see these teams double-teaming Larry Bird all the time when he gets it down low. And you ask yourself why. Because the man passes so well and sees the open man so well.
Nice move by Macy. It won't go down, though. Picked off by Holton, who was a free safety, laying in wait for that one. Woolridge doesn't go. Who's got it? Walton's fighting for it. And the kickball is called. It's going to be Chicago basketball. Well, now Jake O'Donnell has changed his mind and said Boston basketball.
There you go, Jake.
Yeah. He pointed Chicago's way the first time around. Higgins is waiting for Bird. There's Larry. Almost got that up somehow, too.
You know, as good a passer as Bird is on that situation, Walton is as good a passer as there is in the game.
Right on the button.
Well, you know, they've played together at this point in the season. They know what each other likes to do, and Walton has always been a great passer anyway, and when you have people move without the ball the way the Celtics do, you're going to find those openings.
Larry putting together one of his usual games with a dozen now here in the first quarter. He's got 5 assists to go along with that. He's the new Celtic all-time career leader in three-point field goals, as he's also the NBA career from three-point land leader. Holton will take it. Woolridge tries to pull the rim down. Here comes Bird.
They might try to hold it up for one shot.
They might. 15 seconds on the game clock. Boston's lead a dozen.
But the impressive thing is they've got 35 points already in the first quarter.
Here goes Larry to the hoop. Got it.
Make it 37 points in the first quarter.
26 out of Bird and McHale. Half-court shot from Higgins won't go, and Boston's lead is going to be 14 at the end of one. We've played a quarter here at the Garden. 37 for the Celts, 23 for Chicago. Welcome back to Boston Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Rick Weitzman. The Celtics pretty much in control here in the early going, 37-23, and those numbers would pretty much bear it out, Rick.
Yeah, you know, you look at the numbers, and the thing that's surprising is Chicago's gotten up 29 shots to Boston's 23, yet Boston is shooting 61% as opposed to Chicago's 34%. The other thing that stands out is the rebounds, 16 for Boston and only 7 for Chicago.
Which means they're shooting it a lot and they're not going after it much.
Right. And Boston's doing the job it's supposed to do on the defensive boards. This is a backcourt
violation. Higgins with the pressure on Larry Bird. Rick Carlisle's in with Scott Wedman, Jerry Seasting, Larry Bird, and Bill Walton for the Celtics. Higgins, Woolridge, Jim Paxson, Oakley, and Holton on the floor now for Chicago. Here's Oakley, the rookie. Skip move. Woolridge has count it and foul.
Orlando Woolridge can take the ball to the hoop. He's got the full complement in his offensive game. Takes the ball to the hoop real strong. He can shoot it from the outside. If he ever learned that there were 4 other guys in red shirts on the team trying to help him, he would be a superstar.
27-9 now, the front court scoring in favor of the Celtics. Woolridge is an interesting case, too, Rick. He's one of those players who's a much better pro player than he ever was as a collegiate.
Right.
Seasting directing the traffic now. Paxson, another ex-Notre Damer out there for the Bulls. Seasting goes in the give and go, and Oakley was there.
That time Oakley did a good job defensively by...
First time the Bulls have helped defensively.
By recognizing it and being there when he had to be there.
Oakley shoot it outside. Woolridge went in rebound. And gave a yell for everyone to hear in case Jake O'Donnell had missed the foul.
Had a little extra emphasis. But somebody forgot to block him out. And he came in with a head of steam, and the way he gets up, he's going to get that offensive rebound.
You see, he has been the main man on the Bulls for the last couple of seasons. Even with Michael Jordan last year, Orlando Woolridge was a fine player for this team.
Should be about time for Michael to make an appearance.
Yeah, I would think so. He's going to get 8 minutes here and a half. I was curious as to how Stanley Black was going to divide those up.
I'm sure he must be biting his tongue wanting to play Michael a lot more than 8 minutes a half. Bulls are doing a little bit better job defensively than they were in the first quarter.
Moving their feet a lot more right now, that's for sure. Bird and Holloway front rims, and another rebound for Oakley.
You know, they've got a lot of young guys out there on the court right now, and
hungry guys.
Yeah. I mean, Holton has come up from the CBA, and Higgins has come up from the CBA.
That Woolridge scream as he goes in, and he'll be back at the line again. Bill Walton picking up the foul this time. 10:42 to play here first half. Celtics are up by 10. The Bulls have scored the first 4 points here of the second quarter.
I wonder if Woolridge ever loses his voice, maybe his whole game will go to pot.
He's trying to take that title that Moses Malone used to be the loudest shrieker in the league when he gets fouled.
As you get older, you get a little more tired. You don't do it as much. It takes too much energy to let out that grunt.
McHale back. Larry Bird will sit down for the first time tonight. Bird sits down with 14 points and 5 assists.
Now, Casey's been doing a great job lately in trying to regulate Larry's minutes, keeping him fresh and giving some time to the other guys.
Violation. That way. 34 in there. A little too quick.
Charles Oakley got in there a little too quick, and that's going to cost him a point.
Jason's going to take that one away, and it's you know what the rules are in the NBA in terms of going in for foul shots. It's very rare that you see one taken away or a violation on the free throw.
Walton's trying to post up on the rookie. Oakley gets the double team from Paxson, looks for a cutter. Carlisle's open. Walton the rebound. Yes.
The Bulls really are doing a much better job defensively. A lot more intensity on the defensive end.
There goes Oakley to the basket. Oh, what?
Bill Walton wants to know where that foul was. Was it down low?
Bill saying that wasn't on me, Jake, and it wasn't. He gave it to Jerry Seaston.
They did give it to Seaston,
Yeah, they
right?
did, yeah. No, Jake looked at him and said, no, not you. Great block.
Yes, it was. A good strong move by Oakley. Again, the difficulties with his shooting game. But look at the physique on him. Incredible.
He's put together.
Yes, he is.
They spend a little more time at the line, though, in practice, but he's put together.
A little bit softer touch. Shake those arms out. Get a little loose.
Every time, this is not a commentary as we look at Casey Jones on whether he's a good or a bad official, but every time I see Jake O'Donnell referee a game, he makes calls that no other referees make. Example, we've had 2 lane violations here in the last 3 minutes, and you can go a week without seeing a lane violation in the NBA. And it's hard to believe anybody's doing anything different just when Jake shows up for the game.
If you expect me to comment on that.
No, I mean, it's just, they're just different. He makes different calls. Wedman hits outside.
Once again, the beneficiary of the double team down low. Swing the ball and hit the open man.
That's a walk. He doesn't miss many calls.
No, Jake's a pretty solid official. He's been around a long time.
He's just creative with his calls. Maybe that's what I'm looking for.
Good choice of words.
Again, Walton looking for the cutter. Kevin wants it. Got it.
If you watch the Celtics on offense, anytime one of their big people get the ball down low, posting up, their eyes are immediately tuned to the rest of the court to see who's cutting free.
Before the shot outside, the Bulls have yet to commit a foul here in the second quarter. The Celtics have committed 5. Carlisle picked up that one.
Usually when a team doesn't commit any fouls, you sort of question whether they're playing any defense. But this group that Chicago's got out there is playing some pretty good defense.
Ryan Orlando is 2 out of 4 so far from the line tonight. Had 1 taken away from him because of a lane violation. Dennis Johnson's going to come back in here for the Celtics. He won't get in this time. Some pretty good pressure on Seaston, making him work to bring the ball up. Boston's lead is 13 here with 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. Again, Walton looking for McHale. Kevin fights for the ball. Jerry's open. In and out. Oh, push it up. He wasn't exactly ready for that.
Woolridge, though, he's open down low.
Here comes DJ in, and Rick Carlisle will go out. Seaston and Johnson out of the backcourt for Boston. Wedman, McHale, and Walton stay up front.
ball movement.
Scotty, nowhere to go underneath there, but Kevin just rips it away.
Yeah,
In the act of shooting, Kevin, right?
Chicago closed it up real well once Wedman started to drive. And you're right, he had no place to go, no one to pass it to, but yet the ball movement was there.
All right, they're going to let Danny Ainge back in as he sprints to the scorer's table. Jerry Seasting will sit down. So Boston with the starting backcourt back into the ball game. See Larry Bird still over there on the Celtic bench. That was controlled by Oakley. Nice job to keep it alive, and then Higgins stepped on the line.
All that work to have somebody else step on the line. Look at the hustle that John Paxson goes right after it. See the body scatter on that press table.
There goes Ed Gilhooly.
I made the mistake sitting down at one end, down at the press table at one end, one game, of trying to catch Rick Roby. Worst mistake I ever made.
That wasn't a lot of head work there. Bird wants it. Got it. Off the bench for a quick 2, and Larry's got 16. Boston's lead 15.
Here comes Michael Jordan. Ready to check in.
Higgins. No. And the foul's going to be on Orlando Woolrich over the back, and Michael Jordan gets a great hand.
Great ovation. It's just a sign that people in Boston appreciate talent and enthusiasm.
He's long on both of those, too. Bird backdoor.
Well, DJ and Bird have got that thing down to a science.
See, everybody was checking Michael Jordan now when he came on the floor.
And that is a tougher pass than it looks, because you gotta fire that thing through a lot of arms and bodies.
Dennis Johnson's going to cover Michael Jordan. Woolrich will try and hit. Woolrich with a dozen, Gervin with 15. That's 27 of the 32 points for Chicago coming from 2 players. DJ a step, and Jordan's going to be called with the foul.
Just on that defensive set, it did not look like Michael Jordan was favoring that leg at all. I mean, he turns and runs on it and gets back into the play. And, you know, if there was anything wrong with his leg and he felt it, he wouldn't be able to put that kind of speed on.
Kevin McHale is now 8 of 8. 16 points for Kevin. Boston's biggest lead right where it is now, 17 points. Jordan. DJ got a hand right in the ball.
Now Jordan got caught up in the air. He didn't really know what he wanted to do with the ball, and by the time he was on his downward ascent, DJ took the ball.
Timeout on the floor. Celtics by 17. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Boston Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Rick Weitzman. Don't watch the block here by Dennis Johnson. Watch the left part of your screen and watch what happens to Larry Bird as he catches that elbow right there from Rod Higgins.
Inadvertent. It was inadvertent, but you think it's fun and games under the boards in the trenches? Ask Larry Bird about that shot. But, you know, he's the last person you want to hit with a shot like that, whether it's inadvertent or on purpose, because that just gets him mad.
Larry's still counting his teeth as he comes back out.
Yep.
You see the field goal shooting here in the second quarter. The Celtics with twice as many shots.
Sidney Green's back in trying to put some muscle on Parrish.
Bird wants the ball. It just goes through his hand out of bounds. Larry's still bothered by the mouth.
Yeah. And his eyes might be watering, too. You know, he caught a good shot.
Really working that tongue around. Might be cut inside the mouth. Paxson goes through. Good look to find Oakley. Parrish clears up to Bird. Dumps it off to Danny and then cut through himself. Gets it back on the baseline. Rebound Higgins. Michael Jordan with his hesitation move to get by Bird. Michael wants to go all the way.
Good quick move. Get by Parrish on that.
That's Air Jordan.
Yes, it is. Here's that quickness. Gives DJ a little shake and bake. Comes in right by, double clutches by Parrish and in. Makes it look so easy.
Here he came in the double team. Good play by McHale.
Good
Felt
find.
Jordan coming and just dumped it off to Ames.
Yep. Picked up Danny at the last minute, just dished it off.
You're not kidding about the last minute there.
Yeah.
Jordan was about an inch from the ball.
Yeah.
Oakland follows his own.
Jackson's doing a pretty good job out there for Chicago running the club. He's penetrating and dishing it off, and that's something that Chicago has not done much of tonight.
No, they don't get that out of Macy. He's not that type of player.
Well, he's not a penetrator.
Right.
He's more of a setup guy, outside shot guy.
Bird isolated on Higgins, and Higgins is going to be called with the foul, and Oakley came through at the end and popped Larry again. He's taking a few belts here tonight.
He always does.
Yeah, he really does.
Because he gets right in there. He gets in the trenches, and he gives it back as much as he takes.
Gale's jump hook. Kevin wants to know what the record is in here. He's 9 of 9, as you see from the field.
This game's a piece of cake. Shoot 9 of 9 from the floor.
Celtic lead is 17. It's 53-36. Sidney Green skipped through, left it down. Oakley to follow, a couple of fakes.
Oakley has gotten on those offensive boards the last 3 or 4 times down. He is very, very active on the offensive boards.
Sneaking his way through for 2.
Exactly right. Just picked a spot, just found a crack.
7 of 11 shooting for Larry Bird in the ball game. He got 20 points. Sidney Green faces up on McHale, and
Illegal defense call by Jake O'Donnell.
I think it was Larry Bird who called, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might have been. He usually is Larry in that situation. He's always sagging to help.
Paxson tries and misses for 3 points, and Sidney Green calls the fall. First basket of the night for Green, who's averaging 15 a game. Ames with Jordan behind him. Larry steps back for 3.
You know, again, just the court presence, to see the ball coming to you, step back before you catch it, make sure you're behind the three-point line, and then deposit it in the hoop. Well, Larry cheated. Larry cheated a little bit.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
McHale will try.
10 for 10 from the field.
43 points total for Bird and McHale. Celtics lead by 20. Jordan looking for a little one-on-one. Nails.
Well, that's the part of his game since he's been back that has taken a beating. He's only shooting about 33% from the floor.
Ainge up quickly for the pull-up. Oakley the rebound. Here comes Jordan again. Skips with the ball. Tries to dump it off. Nobody home. Up to Bird. Paxson is back there. Larry spins. Paxson with good hands. Bird goes after it hard. Loose balls picked up by Oakley.
Now, TJ's really done an excellent job on Jordan since Jordan's been in the game, staying right with him and putting a hand in his face.
Higgins can't hit outside. Bird the rebound. Look for someone on the break.
And Larry caught another shot. Uh-oh. Watch out, folks.
He's upset.
Yeah, he's taking 2 shots, probably from Higgins. Try to go backdoor, and there just wasn't enough room.
And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 2:25 left to go here in the half. It's getting nasty out there. Celts by 18. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Rick Weitzman. And as you see, it has been a rough night here for Larry Bird. This time it's Charles Oakley who got him across the eyes.
That's the second shot that Larry's taken tonight, and watch his reaction. Slams that ball down, and he is ready for business now.
Yeah, I would say the last 7 games, Larry's business has been open and doing a land office business.
Oh, he sure
You
has.
see the total starting with Dallas with 50, 33 against San Antonio, 36 against Philly, 43 against Cleveland, 34 of those in the first half against the Cavaliers. And then he kind of rested a little bit the other night, 21, 9, and 6, right?
Quiet 21.
Yeah.
He's got 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists already. That's a night's work for most players.
Jordan in traffic, it won't go down. A rebound off to Dennis Johnson. Final 2 minutes here of the first half are coming up. The Celtics control by 14 at the end of 1, lead by 18 right now. There goes Bird. Won't go down. Walton the rebound. Larry goes down hard. Walton looks and finds McHale, the first shot he's missed tonight.
Yep. Good give and go, though.
Jordan on a wing. Good up fake.
Good up fake. You know, he set that up perfectly. The last couple of times he's come down the floor in a situation like that, he's gone right up with the jump shot. And DJ's a smart defensive player, and he knows that, and Jordan just shows the ball up there, and you have to react to it.
Now, you hear color men say that a lot, but that's one of the best examples I've seen of showing the ball. I mean,
yeah.
You really just put that up there.
Yep. And from a defensive perspective, you have to go. You have to honor that fake. You have to go for it and create the contact.
Since returning to the lineup, he scored 41 points in a total of 42 minutes. So even though the jump shot, as you say, has betrayed him a little bit, he still finds a way to get in the book.
Great players usually do, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, if one facet of your game isn't going, you go to another one.
Walton off to McHale. Kevin, couple of fakes, and he is fouled. On the way up, he'll be at the line. Looks like Oakley is going to pick up the foul.
And again, Kevin showed the ball a little bit and got Oakley off balance. Kevin just extended with those long arms.
Kevin, after kind of a shaky start this year at the free throw line, really is now shooting a career high 78%.
It's all rhythm. Once you get into the right rhythm,
You shoot
from the free throw line, seriously, once you get in the right rhythm, you take enough foul shots in practice. So it's just a matter of rhythm.
Jordan again looking to go 1-on-1. Can't hit the fall away. Oakley is there. Nowhere to go. There goes Jordan flashing the offensive board, knocked out of bounds by McHale.
Well, that lineup that Chicago has in there right now, Oakley, Jordan, Green, Banks, all those guys will hit the offensive glass.
Very astute of you how you left Kyle Macy out of there.
Hey, the little guys know better.
There goes Jordan. Whoa! Bird the rebound. Danny will take it. Yes. 8 first-half points for Danny Ainge. The Celtic lead is at 20 again with 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Jordan uses an Oakley pick. You got Walton on the switch now. Takes it in himself. Bill got a piece of it, and Dick Bavetta has got a foul.
Celtics are really doing a great job of closing up that middle. Every time Jordan takes it to the hoop or Woolridge takes it to the hoop, they're running into about 2 or 3 white-shirted bodies.
Michael Jordan will be at the line again for a couple. Larry Bird picked up the foul, his second. I used to really look forward to every time the Bulls came into town last year. He averaged 33 a game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists against the Celtics.
It's just an exciting player to watch.
Foul is going to be on either Oakley or Green. I think Oakley got it from his reaction. Bill Walton's going to go the other way and shoot some free throws. Let's take a look.
Walton gets up there, and Oakley just rips that ball from Walton, taking a good portion of Bill's left arm in the process.
I mean, that was fast in slow motion. He ripped that ball. That's right.
2 shots.
Now, they have an interesting stat that we get here. When you show up at a Celtic game, if you remember the media, they project everybody's numbers over 48 minutes as to what you would average. And Bill Walton right now would average 18 rebounds rather, a game if he played all 48 minutes. And that's third in the NBA. Only Bill Laimbeer and Charles Oakley are ahead of him in rebounds per minute.
Yeah, the great thing is that Walton knows he's going to play about 19, 20 minutes a game, and he can go all out for those amount of minutes.
Jordan pounding that ball.
Another illegal defense
called again against the Celtics. This time I think Walton, he said it was. Bill's arguing.
Bill's arguing because he said that Oakley was in the general vicinity.
He could see him. Kyle Macy's going to shoot the technical foul. The Bulls will get the ball. They may go for one. I'm not sure why, but they may. Nobody ooped on the alley there, and the foul is going to be on Walton. Oakley will go to the line with 14 seconds to play.
You get into the habit with a Michael Jordan of just saying, well, I'm just going to throw it up there anywhere near the hoop as high as I can, and he's going to go up and get it. That time, Michael used sound judgment because that ball was headed for the glass.
Yeah. Had a little zip on it, too.
Yes.
Oakley will try again. One of two. 5 points on the night for Charles Oakley. Chicago showing some pressure here. The Celtics have got 12 seconds to get a shot out. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2.
Throw it up.
1. Get in there.
He's got it.
Yes.
And Casey saying that was a planned play.
You betcha, DJ. Celtics by 22. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Rick Weitzman, and join Dan Bucci tonight for a complete recap of all the day's racing. That's from Suffolk Downs, and it's immediately following Dave Douglas on the Fleet postgame show right after tonight's Celtic broadcast. The Celtics are up by 22 at the half. Kevin McHale, Danny Ainge, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish, and Larry Bird are going to step on the floor to start the second half. George Gerfin, who is back on the floor now after resting in that second quarter. You see him there, number 8, at 15 points to lead the way. Banks, Green, Oakley, and Macy start the second half for the Bulls. Banks has got Bird.
I think Boston may try to get Robert Parrish into the game a little bit more. You mentioned he was had a quiet first half.
Had 8 rebounds.
Yeah.
Just 2 points. Here comes Banks. Crowd just getting back in their seats here at the Garden. And Gervin trying to pick up where he left off. Another rebound for Parrish.
Gervin only played 10 minutes in that first half.
Took about 12 shots, too.
Shot a minute, that's not bad.
Steal by Macy. Celtics back quickly on defense. Gervin, the trailer, slinks his way through and picks up a foul from Robert Parrish.
And this is Chicago. This is the way Chicago started out the game with this lineup, slowing the pace down a little bit, trying to control the tempo of the game, get it to Gervin and let him go.
All right, George will be at the line. 13 years as a professional basketball player. Started out in the ABA. Back in the days when the running, gunning San Antonio Spurs was something to talk about.
Talk about a shot a minute.
Yeah. They didn't hesitate, did
Try
they?
a shot every 20 seconds of the game.
DJ looking for some help. Looking for McHale specifically. Gets it back on the cut. Rolls it in.
There's that give and go. Now, Kevin McHale double teaming down low because he's such a force inside that you almost have to double team him when he gets it down low.
Ainge out on Macy. Nice move by Macy. You can see Macy penetrate a lot, and Banks capitalizes.
Well, he doesn't have the real quickness to penetrate a lot.
First basket of the game by Gene Banks, who averages 10 a game. It's a 20-point Celtic lead. 10:22 to go in the third. Look and find Parrish. Stripped away and a foul. It's going to go on Sidney Green on the reach-in.
And Larry was definitely looking for Parrish on that to try and get him into the game offensively.
Stan Albeck diligently taking some notes. Something he saw happen. Maybe it's dinner after the game, huh? When he's looking.
Signing autographs early, maybe. I would hazard a guess saying that it would have to do with the defensive end of the court for the Chicago Bulls.
You know, Dick Light just held up a little piece of paper there and said that Robert Parrish is just 1 of 2 from the field. I'm not sure Robert has been out of this game. It's just that the offense really hasn't come his way.
Right, and
he's been very active on the board.
Certainly with McHale having such an explosive night offensively, and Bird too. There were only so many shots to go around.
Exactly. Banks looking to rifle a pass inside.
Well, he had Gervin open underneath the hoop. He just couldn't get it to him.
Here goes George to the races.
George figured out
another rebound.
George figured I capitalized on that when I was open. I'll make myself open this time.
Danny, the pull-up. Got it. 10 points for Danny Ainge.
That's the thing Danny has done so well this year, and pretty consistently. He hit a slump with the outside shooting, but it gives you that balance.
Gervin, will he pass it or will he shoot it? He'll just throw it away.
Right there.
Cut underneath, couldn't get control.
Pretty good screen though on that by Parrish.
Dennis spins through and picks up the foul.
Now, once Dennis saw you had Kyle Macy on him, he knew he was going to take it to the hoop. He had a perfect post-up situation with Kyle Macy on him.
There's Bill Walton checking in early here in the third.
Bill's foul was on number 24. Kyle Macy, his first personal foul, second on the team.
He's already with the ball at the free throw line, so Bill's wait is for a couple seconds here. 7 assists for Dennis Johnson. See the streak he's got going. Kevin McHale will go out, and Bill Walton's going to come in with Robert Parrish. You made a point earlier, Rick, which I think is quite valid here in watching that move by DJ. We just saw it for the rest of the evening. Our fans can see it. When a Bull drives the middle, he's surrounded by white shirts. When a Celtic drives the middle, somebody reaches in from afar to try to grab him. You know?
And all it is just a step. A step too late.
And the quick release won't go down. Rebound Bird.
I would say Chicago's offense right now is one-dimensional. Number 8, George Gervin.
George is making it that way. Larry coming around the screen, short with the jumper. Green gets it out to Macy.
But even on that situation with the unit Chicago put in there, that was a transition situation that they could have taken it to the hoop, and Banks got it and slowed it up.
Oakley in traffic. Cut to Bird.
Again from Dennis Johnson.
Yep.
They've got some communication going between the two of them. It's just, it may be eye contact or what, but whenever Larry cuts, DJ's looking for him.
Bird came in a double on Green. Banks spins his way. Strong rebound, Sidney Green.
But even that time, Larry gambled to try and make the steal, and DJ was right there to pick up.
Very quiet Boston guard right now. Very quiet.
It's almost like Boston's almost like a surgeon. Just operating, carving him up gently.
Oakley picks up that foul. Third foul on the Bulls here. The third, the Celtics have committed just one. Spins himself, has it knocked away by Green, stolen back by Ainge.
Sidney Green did a great job that time. Danny's down and took it in the face. Sidney Green did a great job that time on defense when Walton got the ball. He saw Bird cutting and stepped right there to take it away from Bird.
Robert Parrish is going to pick up that foul. Not happy with the call by Dick Bavetta. Let's take a look.
Strong move.
Whoa.
No question about the foul.
Green really cleared him out there with that left hand.
But 9 times out of 10, that foul's going to go to the defensive player.
Sidney Green has got a 22 straight free throw streak on the line here.
Way to go, Mike.
You knew it.
You did it.
Knew it. You can't jinx a Larry Bird, but you can do a real tune on the Sidney Greens of this world. DJ got it.
The thing that set that up was that Walton cut strong to the hoop, drew the defense to him, and opened up DJ for the little pop-out jumper.
George Gervin, what's he going to do? Pass to Banks. Gets it back and fires.
One pass is enough.
Yeah.
Hey, can't ruin my reputation here.
Three-pointer for George. He's got 20. Just bold to track that number. Loose on the floor. He's got it. Nice pass by Bill Walton. Oakley on the break. Gets it to Banks. Takes it for 2. 81-62. Celtics by 19. Mini run here by the Bulls. 6:20 to go here in the third. Walt in and out. Parrish and the foul. Oakley, that's 4 on Charles Oakley.
And Walton is accentuating the fact that he needs to follow through.
Timeout on the floor halfway through the third. Boston by 19. Welcome back to the Boston Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Rick Weitzman. Here's Charles Oakley doing a little work on the offensive board.
He does that exceptionally well. He's hungry for the offensive glass. Someone must have told him back when he was in school that, hey, the only way you're going to get the ball is if you get it off the offensive glass. And he learned his lesson well. Here down the other end, a give and go. DJ to Bird, and that's like we repeat that so much.
It really has become commonplace these last 3 or 4 weeks. Walton, Ainge, Bird, Parrish, and DJ on the floor for the Celtics.
But it really is amazing how well the Celtics execute that give and go and the backdoor cut. And those are basic fundamentals of basketball.
You don't have to read too far in the basketball book to find those plays.
Give and go is probably the first play that ever existed in the game of basketball.
Chief with the first to 2. The lead is at 20 again. Six now for Robert. Season high 28 against Indiana the other night. Celtics are 49-51 from the line the last 2 games.
Good penetration. Good penetration by Banks, and that was one of the few times all night that there hasn't been a weak side help to pick up the guy driving at the hoop.
DJ looking for the Chief inside. Gervin reached in, almost got it, and Robert hit the turnaround. 8 points now for Robert Parrish. 6 of those coming here in the third quarter.
And they are trying to go to him a little bit.
Yeah, they really are.
And the Bulls moving the ball a little bit more than what we're used to seeing so far.
Green, the follow of his own miss. Now Walton clears. Sidney Green. Bird. Whoa. There's the play of the game right there.
Let me show you the ball a few times and let me take it away. And when I'm ready to find my man open, I'm gonna give it to him.
Knocked out of bounds on the other end. The Celtic lead is up to 23.
But just the patience, Mike, that he showed. He was in the lane. And, you know, the things running through your mind, will I get called for 3 seconds? Should I shoot it at this point?
Gervin, the quick release outside. Walt taps it to DJ. Bird is ahead. Larry pulls up on Bird and hits. 28 points now for Larry Bird.
Took the easy way out that time.
Did.
Just took the pull up, and it was a nice, easy jump shot.
Banks looking inside. Oakley. Rebound Walt. Off to DJ. Bird is the trailer.
Travel.
I think he did.
He needed that little extra space to get that pass out.
Banks picked off by Dennis Johnson. Long lead pass to Bird.
The Celtics defensively got back, that tandem two-man defense, hands in the passing lane, and Chicago threw the ball right in the passing lane.
The Celtic lead of the night, 27 with 3:59 to play here in the third. George. Banks the rebound.
Chicago is an excellent offensive rebounding team. Those guys just go to the glass offensively.
It's going to be a foul on Banks over the back as he slaps it away from Larry Bird.
But on the other side, they are far from being the best passing team that I've seen. They are far from being that. Yes.
Scared me a little bit there. I didn't hear you straight the first time.
You really wonder, though, you really do, about a team that won't move the ball around and create some easy shots for themselves.
I'm a little, again, I don't like to be, claim to be in the business of second-guessing coaches. I think Stan Albeck's a terrific coach. I'm confused by what he does with the Bulls here, though.
Well, you have to coach according to your talent and what you have available to you at the time. And he really doesn't have a good group of passers, the guys who are willing to give the ball up.
Here's the rebound. DJ Parrish with the burst of speed. There's Robert.
DJ does all the work, and Parrish gets the basket. But that's all right. Parrish did a lot of work just getting down the floor.
That was a real quick 2 or 3 steps that Dennis Johnson put together there to explode through the defense. Banks will get it. Banks has got his season average now here in the third quarter. All time his points coming. Orlando Woolridge unwinds slowly off the Chicago bench. Walt. Hook won't go. Oakley the rebound. Takes it out himself in the break. Circles the wagons a bit.
That's short.
Sidney. Got 2. Sidney Green had a big night the last time he was in Boston. He's been quiet this evening, just a half dozen.
That's the key, the consistency. You got to do it every night, all the time.
Irvin commits the foul outside on Dennis Johnson. The Bulls are over the limit, and Chicago's going to take a time. 2:20 to play in the third. They're losing big. Welcome back to the Boston Garden, everybody. I'm Mike Gorman, along with Rick Weitzman, and join Tom Heinsohn and me for our next exclusive telecast. That'll be here on Sports Channel Monday night, March 24th. The Houston Rockets make their only Garden appearance, and you can see all the live action beginning with the Celtic pregame show at 7:45. Check that time again, 7:45, about an 8:05 tap-off on Monday night. The Houston Rockets, Akeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Bill Fitch, no John Lucas. That's too bad.
It is.
Really too bad.
That really is a tragedy. A rare Monday night home game for the Celtics.
That is unusual. Not sure I can ever remember being in here on a Monday night. Stan Albeck doesn't want to be here on Monday night.
Think he's seen enough tonight?
He's seen more than enough here tonight. Holton is in the lineup now, along with Woolridge. Oakley stays on the floor, so does Banks. And Kyle Macy. A 27-point Celtic lead. If you just came in. Goes Woolridge to the basket, and Bill Walton's going to be called with the body. Sometimes I think Bill wonders, like, gee, some of these officials haven't seen me playing so long. They forget what I'm capable of doing here.
Well, if you're consistent with the who me, and I didn't hit him. I figure maybe the officials will consider it the next time.
Especially,
they never do.
I really thought at the beginning of this year, I really thought he got handled.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he was blocking shots that, again, a lot of officials who I'm not sure really ever saw Bill Walton play in his prime just assumed were fouls.
Well, I think it was a lot of it, Mike, was the fact that officials in this league, when they see a backup center come into the game, are looking for the contact from the backup center. And
Greg Kite could tell us about that,
right,
couldn't he?
and not realizing that Bill Walton is not your average, ordinary NBA backup center.
Poor Greg, sometimes they don't even let him get near anybody on the ball. Bird, a nice save there on the baseline. Woolridge the rebound. Quickly to Oakley, who's got some daylight. Foul on Bird.
Oakley caught his hand on the rim.
He did.
Good outlet pass, though, from Woolridge to Oakley, and here I come. Bird did the wise thing, slid out of the way and grabbed him on the arm.
That's right.
No way you're going to take a charge against that truck coming at you. Can you imagine going up against him as a collegian, particularly on a Division II level?
6'9", about 245, and not a lot shakes when he runs up and down the floor. It's pretty solid.
Pretty solid is right.
Final minute and a half now in the third quarter.
DJ had the size advantage on a Michael Holton and just nice and easy, posted up.
DJ very quietly is having another terrific night here. Kick ball around the Paris.
And it's all within the flow of the offense.
Very much so.
As opposed to a George Gervin who will do it on a one-on-one type thing. DJ just gets his points where they are.
Oakley's quick turnaround is short. Bird tried to slap it out to someone on the wing, and nobody was home.
Oakley has really had some problems finding the hoop and putting the ball in it. He has thrown up some things that make the backboard shatter.
Woolridge decides to shoot over Walton and Kansas. 16 for Woolridge, 20 for Gervin. Banks the only other player in double figures for Chicago with 10. Final minute now.
But still not a whole lot inside from Chicago in terms of their offensive point production.
Johnson again wants to work on Michael Holton. Got him in the air, got the contact, and he'll be at the line.
Well, again, there's the setup. The last time, DJ just went straight up, took the shot right away. This time, he knew that he'd have Holton anxious. So he just gave a little pump fake and drew the contact and then went up for the shot.
Scott Wedman is about to check in. 19 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds for Dennis Johnson. That's a nice night.
It sure is. Depending on how many minutes he plays in the fourth quarter, he could conceivably go for a triple-double.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be out there that long in the fourth quarter.
He might not be. Larry Bird is going to sit down. Greg Kite you see coming in. Bird sits down with 32. Scott Wedman also in the lineup for Boston.
Celtics sleeping.
But then they deserve a little dose or two here.
Well, the intensity tends to trail off a little bit when you're up by 25 points.
Wants to work again. Rebound pulled down by Oakley. He gets it out to Woolridge. It'll be Holton for the bucket. Danny will take the deep. No. Rebound Woolridge, 2-1. There goes the buzzer. We have played 3 here at the Boston Garden. The Celtic lead is 23. 101-78. Welcome back to the Boston Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman and Rick Weitzman. Final quarter just about to begin. Celtics 57% shooting, perfect from the free throw line, and just dominating this game by 23. Rod Higgins is in the game along with Jim Paxson, Orlando Woolridge, Mike Smrek, and Michael Holton. Carlisle, Walton, Kite, Seasting, and Wedman for Boston. Woolridge on the boards. Good block by Walton. Woolridge gets it back again. Holton can't hit. Smrek keeps it alive out of bounds. Should be Boston ball. Now it's going to be Chicago ball.
The one stat at the end of 3 quarters that Chicago has picked up on is 34 rebounds as opposed to Boston's 32. Here's Chicago on the offensive boards. Woolridge going back at it. Smrek.
Here's Mike Smrek. Yeah. Left-handed hook won't go. Walton rebound. Smrek is a big kid. He's legitimate 7-footer.
He's going to be a player in about two more years.
He looks like Corzine with that beard, doesn't he? They're trying to have interchangeable centers with Corzine. You never know who's on the floor. Got a rebounding foul. It's going to go against the Bulls. I think Smrek picked it up.
You know, Portland drafted Smrek in the 2nd round last year and traded him right away to Chicago.
I don't understand why teams see that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a kid that St. Bowie goes down, and there's a kid that's a wide body that can fill up some space for you.
Wedman is open. Carlisle a rebound. Rick knifing his way through, trying to dump it off to Kite. Smrek got a hand on it, though. Paxson will get it to Holton. And Woolridge. One for the fans.
That's the second time that Chicago has come down on a 2-on-0, 3-on-0 fast break.
Scotty outside. Got it. Coming on a double, got there too late. Woolridge knifes through for 2. A 19-point Boston lead. Paxson on Seasting.
The green team. Right there.
Scotty trying again. Smrek the rebound.
Looked like he pushed off
Sure did.
to get that one.
Higgins is alone, can't hit. Kite keeps it alive.
This is pretty much the unit that Chicago had in there around the start of the 2nd quarter that did a real nice job defensively, worked hard.
It's going to be a blocking foul on Woolridge as he got in front of Bill Walton when he made his move to the hoop. Bill sets up shop again in the middle. Wedman looked for him and fired away. Rebound off to Holton quickly. Higgins basket hanging for 2. And Casey Jones is going to quick timeout coming here.
Doesn't like all those 2-on zip, 1-on-zip fast breaks.
9:17 to go in the game. 19-point Boston lead. Don't forget to follow all the excitement live from the Hartford Civic Center when the Hartford Whalers face off against Adams Division rivals, the Buffalo Sabres. That's coming up. This all-important game could put the Whalers in the playoffs for the first minutes at 7:15, beginning with the Whaler pregame show. Great Kite, a lot of traffic. A couple of people on. Smrek and Holt.
It's almost Michael Jordan time.
Yeah, it is. That should make the last 8 minutes at least interesting.
9 minutes to go.
They're not interesting right now, I'll tell you. Carlisle. Chicago very aggressive defensively, though. As Rick pointed out, this is the club that really hustled, and then you see some of the play on the baseline like Paxson. Again, Chicago with the advantage on the break, but Kite a good job hustling back to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, this unit for Chicago's got a lot of young kids, guys fighting for jobs, to hold on to jobs, and you know, the way they're going to work and do it is on the defensive end.
Smrek comes up short with the jumper. Woolridge on the offensive board. Kite got a piece of that.
That's a rarity. Have Orlando Woolridge have a shot block, jump shot.
Yep. Nice play by Carlisle there to avoid the charge on Holton. Kite the lefty. Won't go down. Tap from Walton twice. Bill goes again and gets the foul. Didn't take no for an answer on the offensive board. Woolridge picks it up.
As soon as he came down with it, though, I think he had an inkling that he was going to get hammered.
Good look at Orlando Woolridge there and watch him.
Yep, brought it right down and collected himself, which is a good, strong move to make. But he knew he was going to draw a crowd.
Orlando not happy. 8 rebounds for Bill Walton in the game to go along with his 5 points. You know, there's a lot of things I like about Bill Walton, but one of the things I really like about Bill Walton is he loves to play against the Lakers.
He does, and Kareem does not like to play against him.
He does not. Well, I think Bill Walton does love to play against anybody. He's just really, he and Bird just enjoy the game.
Yep. Walton is like a 23-year-old kid again. He's so enthusiastic, he just loves being here.
Wedgman back to Seasting. Carlisle is open. Back rims it. Comes right back to it. Uses the blast. That doesn't work. Kick from Kite won't go, and here comes Paxson. 3-on-3 break. Paxson on the wing to Woolridge. 22 now for Orlando. Michael Jordan is pulling up the knee brace over on the far sideline. He'll come in for the final 8 minutes of this one. Wedman knocks one home. And the 22nd timeout by Chicago as they want to get Jordan into the game. 107-86. Boston by 21. A chance to remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Boston Celtics and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Celtics and Sports Channel is prohibited. Announcers on this broadcast are selected by Sports Channel and approved by the Boston Celtics.
Actually, a good move by Stan Albeck. You know, you never know when the next break is going to come. And he wants to get Michael Jordan his 8 minutes this half. Get him back into shape, get his timing back, and get him ready for the stretch run. They've got a tough haul the rest of the way. The remaining games, they play Boston. No, they don't play Boston again. But looking it up earlier, Cleveland's got the toughest stretch run of the 3 contenders for that last playoff start.
Cleveland and Indiana both with 25 wins. The Bulls have 24, and that's what Michael Jordan could do is get you some easy baskets.
He's got the complete game. He even works at it on defense.
Yes. Scotty now with 8. He's got the offensive punch in this lineup right now. It's going to be Boston ball. 7 minutes now to go in the game. The Celtic lead 21. Bill finds Wedman on the cut. Quick fall away. Goes.
And Scotty has it going. It's a tough matchup for Rod Higgins, who's a pretty decent defensive player.
Jordan dumps it off to Smrek, and that's an offensive foul on Smrek as he took Greg Kite down.
Good defense by Greg Kite. He sloughed off into the middle to help out on the penetration and got back to his man in time to absorb the charge.
Seaston keeps it alive in the backcourt after Paxson knocked it away, and Jerry nails the jumper. First basket of the night for Jerry Seaston.
Hasn't played a whole lot of minutes.
No, really hasn't.
Woolridge shakes everybody away and let me go one-on-one.
One movement.
And while he does that, the other 4 guys on offense just stand around and watch.
He's trying to watch Jordan to see if they're going to try to go back door. Smrek kicks it.
Good try.
It kind of dims your enthusiasm for going back door when you know that the shot's going to go up, even if you're free.
David Thirdkill gets up off the Boston bench. He'll be checking in. Walt. Woolridge the block, but also a foul. Sam Vincent is also up at the scorer's table now for the Celtics. He and David will both check in.
Bill Walton said he saw third kill checking in. He said, you're going to get me 2 more points before I get out of this game.
It's the second personal foul, team limit.
Vincent comes in for Rick Carlisle. And there's Bill. It's the first free throw the Celtics missed tonight. 26 of 27 from the line. Notice I said nothing till after he had missed.
Yes, I noticed that. Didn't help me with it.
Yeah, if Sidney Green had been at the line, we would have been all over that. Paxson the quick. Chicago's taking some quick shots here in the offensive end.
Now, they don't pass the ball. You don't see them pass the ball more than twice on the offensive end.
Right, nice job to stay with that one. Smirked the block, but he got the foul too. Good hands by Greg Kite just to get that pass.
Yep.
Bill Walton sits down and gets a nice hand, and David Thurkill will come in. Walton leads with 6 points, about 9 rebounds.
It's tough to stay in the game when against a team like the Celtics when your offense consists of a pass and an outside shot, unless you're shooting about 80% from the floor.
I would think though, if I'm the king of the forest, in Stan Albeck's shoes right now, if I got Michael Jordan on the floor, I want to put the people on the floor with him who are going to be out with him there during the stretch run if they're going to make the playoffs.
Well, I think at this point he's just concerned with giving him some minutes, getting him into the flow of the game and up and down the floor, just to get his timing and conditioning down. There's still time to get him out there in important minutes.
Go over the top of Jerry Seaston there. Paxson right back, and he gets 2. First bucket for John Paxson. Played very well defensively. Misses Vincent, and Sam just misses a dunk.
If that had gone, that might have been our play of the game.
Sam. Jordan got it back somehow and got a serious foul out of Greg Kite.
Greg made sure that he was not going to get an easy 2 out of that. Acrobatic move. No way, Michael Jordan. Go to the line and take 2 from there. Teach those little guys to come in amongst the trees.
That's right. He's still getting about a point a minute, though.
Yep.
Whiteman pops out top of the key to Woolridge on him. Into Kite. Gets the double. Celtics are down 7 on the shot clock. Knocked away and out of bounds at Chicago ball.
Chicago ball.
We approach the 4-minute mark here in the game. 115-94. Boston's lead at 21. By 22 at the half. Jordan an acrobatic move. Vincent up ahead to Whiteman. Scott will fire. Higgins the rebound. Break to Woolridge. Seaston takes it away. Orlando really never got a handle on it.
And Jerry really hustled back into the play.
Scott tracks it down in the corner.
Little sloppy at this point.
Hit it, Sam. Smirk the rebound.
Uh-oh. Give me a suitcase. I'm going to take a trip.
Carlisle is back up off the Boston bench.
Kind of tough to give the ball to a big man in that situation, especially one not used to handling the ball out in the open spaces.
Third kill. Tap almost goes down from Kite. Paxson takes it himself. With Jordan the follow.
Well, John Paxson has really shown a lot more quickness and speed than we've seen of him before.
Michael Jordan's got Sam Vincent. Nice long turn. The bounds off Smurf. It'll be Boston ball with 2:37 to play, and Chicago is going to take a timeout here. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in this one. Win number 57 just around the corner for the Celtics. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Sports Channel brings you the best in skiing from Stowe, Vermont. Join us for the Peugeot Grand Prix North American Pro Ski Tour. It's exclusively here on Sports Channel. That'll be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. All right, Wedman to inbound. Kite, Vincent Carlisle, and third kill on the floor with him. Greg looking to work on Smrek. Stripped by Michael Jordan, and he'll pick up a foul.
Boston's front court has outscored Chicago's by a tune of 80-54. That's the story of the game, obviously, right there. Come on, Greg, nail one of these free throws. Get it up a little higher and a little softer. There you go.
Yes, sir. First point of the night for Greg. Michael Jordan just kind of limbering up here, 15 points.
Rick Carlisle did a very nice job defensively staying with Jordan on that. Put a hand in his face on the shot. That's all you can do.
Vincent down the lane for two.
And once again, you know, you don't want to belabor the point, but here a guard penetrates from the top of the key all the way to the hoop, and nobody picks him up.
Woolridge tracks down the loose ball, gets it back to Jordan. And he is fouled as he tries to squeeze one up.
And there on that sequence, Jordan takes the ball in off the pass, surrounded by three white shirts.
Woolridge will inbound. That's the fourth foul on the Celtics here with 1:54 to go in the game. Backdoor. Whoa, great catch. That's a great catch.
What an athletic move.
He's got 17 points in 16 minutes.
Easy there.
Less, about 15, 14 minutes.
David, third kill. Unable to get it to go down. Comes all the way back out to Rick Carlisle. Tip from Kite won't go, and Smrek gets it out to Woolridge. He's got Paxson and Higgins with him. And takes it himself. Sam Vincent wisely heads the other way. 24 for Orlando. 118-102. This is one of those games that the score will indicate how badly Chicago's always beaten it.
No question about it.
Get it, Rick. All right. David, third kill now. The only Celtic who hasn't scored in this game. Michael Jordan. And the illegal defense whistled against the Celtics, which will be another technical foul. Which Jacob thought was not in position.
I think everybody got caught up looking at Michael Jordan and saying, what's he going to do now?
Let Michael Jordan shoot it. A bit of a flurry here by Michael. He could be the high scorer in the game.
He's worked for him.
Yes.
He's put in 16 minutes or so. A lot better minutes than a lot of guys have put in on the Chicago
Nice powerful pass by David Thirdkill as he had his head up right away looking. And Scott Wedman picks up an easy two. Scott's got a dozen. Boston by 19. Final 27 seconds. Again the down and out. This time Woolridge picks it off. Paxson is going to alley-oop it inside. Vincent got there. Sam two.
Yes. Showtime pass.
Michael Jordan, just for the fun of it,
Puts the exclamation mark on it. Keep those fans in their seat for the last 10 seconds.
third kill. He got one. Everybody on the Celtics has scored. Jordan from three-quarter court as he heads for the locker room in Boston has won number 57. 23 straight at home. 7 straight overall. 126-105. Celtics will be back in just a minute.